everybody, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo, welcoming you for this DMDF check-in for December 23rd, 2020. It's almost Christmas time. Hope everybody's excited. Let's get straight into the reading and see what are the energies. We're gonna check energy from DM side, DF side, and then next steps and where the connection is going. We're also going to pull in some messages from divine masculine to divine feminine and an oracle card with some advice. Thank you for being with me today. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is a general reading, so take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. Start with the energy check-in. Thank you. Everybody's ready for Christmas. We have the F. And the next steps, so where the connection is going. Alright, looks good. The overall energy is death. Ooh, it's actually energy of transformation, energy of dropping off the mask, you can see here, of kind of like, you see this cauldron here, so it's something is bubbling there, and basically it's the message is that you know, under the light of the moon, hence, you know, we just had, and actually the great conjunction still goes on. It's not the conjunction itself, but you can still see Saturn and Jupiter very bright and close to each other. So yeah, a lot has happened astrologically this week, and it's helping the transformation process. It's helping that cauldron, you know, bubble that magical potion and healing potion, and it's helping all of us drop the masks and see things clearer, show the real self, and see others and, you know, other stuff, what it is. So let's take a look. For the divine masculine, we've got the Chariot, Six of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. So to me, this is the overall sense I'm getting, is that this is putting in work into personal happiness, like being decisive about it. The Chariot is all about action. It's got the flower of lotus in this particular deck. It's got this kind of like flash of light here. It's on fire, basically. We all know Chariot is about fast movement and kind of, you know, action. This is yeah, so this is telling me that it's inspired movement more than anything. Eight of Pentacles, obviously putting the work in, going for your passion and desires. You know, this is a mission card in this deck, but basically for the masculine, similarly, it's the idea remains the same. It's putting in work into something you are passionate about, you have strong feelings about, and it can be either work, you know, hobby, it can be a relationship, it could be work on yourself, You know, it could be all of those things, but this is the kind of where I see this connection between the two, this realization with this flash of light of what that actually is, and then being ready to put in work, you know, to get there, to get where, to get to your bliss. Six of Cups in this deck is called a bliss. So, you know, that's kind of like what we're striving for, right? Yeah, and it's as simple as that. Putting the work in to reach the bliss, to follow the bliss, to be able to live in that state of essence. Excellent. For the Divine Feminine, we have Four of Wands, we have Page of Cups, and we have Ace of Pentacles. How wonderful. So this means, to me, again, this is kind of like inner awakening, and actually correlates with the Flower of Lotus that we saw in the Chariot cards for DM, which is also about this kind of like rebirth and blossoming. To me, the overall message here is about doing this, continuing this journey of self, discovering self and blossoming into, you know, better version of ourselves. Kind of seeing that path, hence the path, seeing what is the next step, where am I going, where can I still be better, or where can I help people, where can I make an impact. So to me, that's the path. That's Page of Cups. Is kind of like, you know, it's a page, but he, you know, he's doing his best. He's seeing the sun, the healing process, he's going through it. He is, you know, trying to be in touch with his feelings, hence the, you know, the cup with the fish. Not necessarily confident and 100% clear on how that's done, but at least decisive on that. Again, this is the, you know, this is the way forward. You don't have to see the cup necessarily to be able to feel it. That's another way of seeing it. Yes. So he's not looking at it, but he's in touch with it. So that's this inner knowing, inner vision, rather than just using our eyes. And Ace of Pentacles, of course, this stable kind of like new beginning. If you can see, this is hand from the divine, you know, from the clouds here. So, and it has this waterfall. So again, this is kind of like being rewarded for that inner work that divine feminines are doing on themselves and following their journey. And maybe it's baby steps, you know, take it one step at a time, you know, one foot in front of the other. Just keep going. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't think that you're out of time or you're not seeing full picture. None of that matters as long as you can sense what the next step is, or at least you can reach out to somebody who can help you in that journey, to help you discover those steps. You know, it's putting the effort, it's, you know, doing as much as you can at that moment. That's what counts. Whatever you put in, you know, that's precious, that's valuable, that's the, you know, that's what gets rewarded with this Ace of Pentacles as a result. So the divine is rewarding DFs for the work that they're doing. This is a kind of like offer of abundance. This is offer of stability. This is something solid that appears on their way. It could be with regards to the divine union, you know, twin flame union. It could be with something else. But I think these days we can all use a little more stability and abundance in our lives, right? For the overall connection, we have Queen of Wands, we have Stillness, or Four of Swords, and we have the Strength card. Yeah, so obviously, again, there is like a theme here around inner strength, around being in touch with your energy, with your essence. It's about working on your chakras, on your energy centers. It's about meditation, It's about realizing what your passion is, to me, in this case, Queen of Wands is this discernment of what is a real passion in your life. And yes, I get it that the mission of helping people and all of that, and your twin flame, those are the natural passions that you have once you get on this journey. You discover that first and foremost. But this is also about other stuff in your life, other people in your life that surround you, something that you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis, jobs, responsibilities, friends and family. It could be anything really. And this point in time, this allows the twins to assess what's working and what's not working for them. What out of all of those things and people, what is the real passion? Where there is a passion and it's kind of like this fire ignites you both, or if it's mutual, and it brings you joy, or brings twins joy, and what doesn't. And with this wand, the twins are kind of like dealing with that stuff and cutting off the stuff that doesn't serve them, that doesn't bring joy, that takes the energy away, that is not a good use of their energy, of their time, of their resources. So yeah, this is the overall is kind of like going within. Even the strengths card, the strengths, of course, could represent strengths on all the levels, including again strengths to cut something off from your life that doesn't serve you anymore. It's strengths to continue with the path, with bettering yourself, with going for something higher, something more spiritual, something more fulfilling, that what meets the eye, that what makes sense or used to make perfect sense in your life, and what pays the bills, right? It's also in this particular deck is the sexual energy card. You can see here the chakras and kundalini. So that's also, like I said, this is part of the inner work, chakra work, together with meditation for sorts. Goes hand in hand as a process of healing, of seeing things clearly, and becoming better version of yourself on that level as well. So yeah, it's excellent energy of the day. Let's see what the messages are from DM to DF today. Oh, and we have some right away. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay, I'll take this one. There we go. So the first one is, I love you, I just don't say it. A typical one. That's where all this inner work comes in. So obviously there's still some fears. There could be, if we're talking about kundalini and chakra work, there could be some problems with the throat chakra, which is why it could be challenging to talk about it. So we see here divine masculine is like realizes, yes, I do love you. I know that's what it is, but it's very hard to talk about it still. So for divine feminines listening, that could be a signal to work on the chakras. That could also be depending on your situation. This could be certain fears that you have in your life where you don't speak your truth, where you may be walking on eggshells around somebody, or just thinking what are people gonna think, or is that person still gonna be my friend if I speak my truth, or they're gonna walk away, or they're gonna criticize me, that sort of side of caring too much about what people think, people pleasing, all that stuff. So something to think about and see where you can do some inner work to make it easier for you and for the twin. I choose you. Excellent card. To me, it correlates with the Chariot a lot. Very clear, very decisive energy. Yes, I choose you. I know that, and I'm coming for you, baby. Even if it's in 5D or in their mind, it's an important realization, an important internal decision. I run as I keep hurting you. So yeah, again, this means there's still some blocks and you know, traumas to work through. There's some pain, there is some fear that you divine feminines, again, you can do the inner work on your side, so you can it can benefit both you and you're doing to you know, to be in the strength energy, and that on all levels, and that includes standing in your truth and not running away, not being scared of that truth. Then we have, I feel this huge pull to you and it scares me. Yes. Again, the sexual energy card is here for the connection. For divine masculines also have the bliss card, 6 of cups. So they feel this is a past life kind of connection. This is bigger than just any kind of romantic relationship that they've had, or even friendship, you know, because this pull is actually happening on all levels. So it's so grand, it's so you know, hugely like overwhelming that it scares your divine masculine. But this actually is I would say this is a natural part of the journey, a bit earlier part of it, I would say, where the divine masculine is still kind of going through some emotions and trying to understand what is happening with them. You know, earlier stages of inner work done for the connection. But this, I guess, is just for some of you, you needed to know that this is something that happens. It's either if you're a divine masculine or divine feminine, and you know, as a divine feminine, sometimes we can see and we can feel it from the DM if they don't say it, but we can still see it in their body language, we can see it in their eyes, we can feel that electricity, right? So we can tell that you know, that magnetism, like they're physically getting magnetized to you. They want to be close, they want to touch you, they want to be around you if they have a chance. And you can tell it's this huge pull, right? That they may not even realize with their brain what's going on, but they just can't help it, you know. And the last one is, it's all my fault. So if you're in a separation or some sort of argument, they're obviously feeling the pain because we just mentioned the huge pull that they have, and at the same time they feel bad because of whatever. We had the card about hurting you, I keep hurting you. So yeah, obviously they're feeling the remorse now and the pain of it, both because they have the pull and because they're now realizing that they've caused pain to somebody that they love. But yeah, again, realization of one's fault is healthy and good just for a very short period of time. It's kind of like factual reflection of what happened. Maybe I could have done better there, you know, I went too far, I said something hurtful. We're all people, it happens to all of us. But the key thing is what you do with that afterwards. Healing, releasing is crucial. First of all, so you don't drag that situation, you know, as additional trauma or additional scar with yourself going forward. And secondly, just because it helps you avoid something like that happening in the future. It helps you having healthier responses. It helps you seeing the situation in a more constructive light, right? And how you can respond, what will benefit you and the other side. Those kind of things you're going to be able to see more clearly. So it definitely makes sense to not to just drop the situation and not to being stuck in your head about it and feeling. I'm just saying it because it's obviously that if it's on the DM side, that there is something mirroring on the DF side as well. So yeah, if something like that comes up and you feel remorse, you know, work through it, do inner work, accept, forgive, if it's appropriate, you know, you can give somebody an apology, but most ultimately you need to work through it, like with yourself, to accept it, to understand it, to find the root cause, you know, where it's coming from, do the inner child work, and avoid it in the future. Okay, let's see what the Enchanted Map Oracle is going to tell us today. I'm going to pull a piece of advice for those listening, regardless whether you're DM or DF. Okay, we'll take this one. And the card is encouragement. Look at those lovely giraffes. Yes, it's card 54, so numbers 54 or 9 could be important to you. Yeah, this card is a lot about, you know, getting some encouragement for what you're going through, and we know that Twin Flame journey is not for the faint-hearted, so yeah, we can use this encouragement on, you know, either from someone externally, or just need to keep encouraging ourselves and remember to be grateful, to appreciate ourselves and our effort, and to understand our value and importance. This is part of self-love, self-acceptance, self-appreciation that is just as critical in this path as working through some issues or you know, developing your gifts to do the mission. So the overall message is you're receiving a nudge in the right direction. Hence the encouragement from Mama Giraffe to her baby giraffe. Feeling like a baby giraffe today? So this card tells you that you're being gently encouraged to step into your power, into the dream of your life. New things out there to be explored, and the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. You will get the help you need and won't be alone in your quest. Every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. You're on the right path. Keep going. To me, that speaks loud and clear together with all this spread, with the inner work, with keeping to the past, with going for a passion, with choosing your love. You know, all of it, the positives and negatives, the easier parts, the tougher parts, all of it is hugely important. And the encouragement card is telling you today to, you know, stay strong. Hello, the strength card. You are being supported by the universe, by your higher power. So, you know, don't be afraid. Don't give up. Don't get discouraged. You are encouraged by the universe. What could be better than that? So every step of the way, you're going to be supported. So even if that step seems risky and you know, very much outside of your comfort zone, if you believe this is, you know, part of your past, just go with it. You know, you need to jump and let the universe catch you. Do the trust factor. And everything is going to turn out better than you think. Then you're going to get your Ace of Pentacles reward, your share of abundance for every step that you've taken that was brave, that was out of your comfort zone, and ultimately, you know, was for the greater good. As long as you are acting from your heart space and from, you know, following this very good kind of intuitive guidance, everything is gonna work perfectly. That was your daily guidance for today. Thank you very much for staying with me. Have a lovely day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.